Welcome to a special edition of Journey into Self Live.
You click the live button.
I did. And we're here with my guest, Juan Martinez. We decided to do this live stream because we're going to be promoting a very powerful and uplifting spiritual retreat that is going to be held in July in Tulum, Mexico. And Juan, our guest, is going to discuss some of the benefits of the retreat, in addition to the type of rituals that will be conducted there, and uh, we'll describe the place, the tradition of the ceremonies, the significance of the sites, and the benefits that one would experience from participating in the retreat. It's going to be a very exciting retreat, and so with that, I wanted to introduce our guest, Juan Martinez. Welcome to the live stream of Journey into Self.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me. Um, and like you said, yeah, we're here to promote and just let people know the retreat, the healing spiritual retreat that we're gonna be holding in July 18th for 5 days. Um, so yeah, I'm excited.
Fantastic. So we have on the screen some video of the retreat. Can you go ahead and describe what we're seeing here?
Yes, what you have is so that video is showing a sound healing ceremony, and cacao ceremony. So um, when you know when we have those ceremonies for the sound healing, it's kind of like meditation. You do meditation and the sound, the different sound, the musicians, they use sound instruments, um, and we know the vibration of the music, of the sound. It can trigger and help different things in your body, right? Different moods, different. Um, it could heal. It could do a lot of different things, and that's why we put together the sound healing with the cacao ceremony, because the cacao ceremony is just another ceremony that helps, cleanse your body, cleanse your soul, and with the expert, the shaman, doing the ceremony and doing the chanting, it helps combine the two and relaxes you, um, and it gives you the harmony, and they'll give you the instructions on how to connect with your soul, with the inner soul, and with the earth and the sound. So it's really um, an experience like you haven't done before, and the people that have done sound healing before, they it's a really nice experience. That's what the video is about. Is doing the combination of cacao ceremony and in sound healing.
Awesome. Tell me a bit about the tradition that the shamans are bringing forth into the rituals that they're going to be practicing.
Yes. So we're having four. So each day of the retreat, we're having different ceremonies. Yeah, each day, and we have a preparation for that ceremony. Not just with meditation, through They begin in the morning with meditation, and the shamans, they prepare themselves um, throughout the year, right? And these shamans, they go through the journey, from their kids, and they get picked by the elders, um, and they go through pretty much their whole life preparing for these ceremonies. So it's not something that they just learn. They've been pretty much they dedicate their whole life to each of the ceremonies, to master the power of healing. That's like sound healing, hickory. That's another ceremony that we're gonna have, um, in temazcal, um, in the cacao ceremony. So all of those ceremonies, and the shaman, they prepare their whole life. And so, for the way they prepare for this event, um, they go deep in the jungle, and they go and search for the blue deer. It represents the god of earth, and the plant of hickory, which is peyote. And they prepare themselves. They do the diet, special diet, and they hold back on a lot of things. Um, Even having sexual encounters. They pretty much have to be devoted to just the ritual and the journey they're gonna have the whole year, trying to be ready for these ceremonies. So they go meditate, and they go look for these plants, um, and they do a lot of different rituals. So it's a lot of preparation that they take, to be ready for these retreats.
Awesome. So they go through training from the time that they were in early youth, and
Correct.
engage in, I'm sure the shamans are teaching them the rituals and practices, and they're basically preparing them for the path of shamanism, from the time that they've been identified as being spiritually inclined.
Yes. Yeah, and not everybody can do that. They have a calling, right? So they go through different trainings, different holistic, spiritual, devoted. So it's not like everybody can do this or has that power,
Hmm.
or is connected to the earth, and has those special gifts.
Right. So they have to be initiated into the to the shaman order, essentially.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So when there's a lot of different retreats that a lot of people get preparing, have offered to people. But they gotta understand, they gotta make sure that the shamans, they're experts. And it's not just somebody doing it because they just learned a couple months ago, and or a year ago. And no, these people are devoted their whole lives. Yeah.
Could you share a little bit about and these are ancient rituals that go back thousands of years. Could you talk a little bit about the traditions that they come down from?
Yes. So in Mexico, in South America, especially in Mexico, as a lot of people know, we have two major tribes, native tribes, the Mayas and the Aztecs. And they have some similarities, right? And a lot of different rituals, and some of the herbs that the Mayas use, they were for um, like peyote, and another herbs. So the same way for the Aztecs, some of the rituals, the chantings, it goes back to thousands of years ago. It's not something that was just discovered. It's this is the healing. They've been using this healing, gifts, for thousands of years, and to this day, they still work, and obviously the right people with the right gifts have to perform those. um Otherwise, there's it's like me just singing, it's not gonna do anything. It has to be, somebody that they know what they're doing. So yeah, it goes back centuries, it goes back years, thousands of years ago. And it just, as time, pass, it just is, being more popular around the world.
Mm,
um, and because people notice the healings that they're getting, right? um, it can heal illnesses, it can heal traumas that they have in the past, mental traumas, and just getting yourself pretty much reborn, and be cured, and be more within yourself, your soul, um, kindness, and being connected with the elements.
right. So these are ancient practices that go back millennia, long before the advent of the European conquest of, of South America and North America. And even throughout the conquest, the shamans have been able to keep the traditions alive by uh, passing them on, to youth and initiating new shamans in the practices. And now I think it's significant because of the fact that worldwide we're going through a spiritual awakening, and people
Yeah,
are thirsting for spiritual growth and development, and also looking at different approaches to healing. and
correct.
and it's as you were talking earlier, in the introduction, you were mentioning the different types of healing modalities that the shamans engage in, and you talked about the sound and the nutrition. So it's more of uh, a holistic approach to healing. And then you also mentioned the mental and emotional trauma, and it's really significant in that uh, the term for acute illness is called dis-ease, right? Which indicates that it's a it's a most illnesses are start to form in the mind, with the emotional state. And so healing can only truly occur when you're able to address the emotional traumas.
Correct. Yes. And like thousands of years ago, right? So there was no medicine, like traditional medicine. Doctors, they had their elders. That's who take care, and give the herbs, prepare the herbs, but everything was natural, right? And they, every time they perform one of these ceremonies and rituals, there there is um, a ceremony, a tradition in chanting, in sound and music.
Mm.
because it all works together, right? Like the vibrations of the music um, can trigger some effects in your body with the medicine that you with the plants. So that's why having the right, the right chanting, the right sound, it can help, with the it can help the mind, yeah, and your body and your soul to get rid of those, those negative thoughts, and get rid of those illnesses that you, like you say, they start to form in your brain, right? And because the mind is a powerful, we know that we don't control the mind, we don't use it like how, to the fullest potential.
Right.
um and so with these ceremonies, it can help us, um be a little bit more stronger, and try to heal ourselves.
Perfect. I was thinking as you were talking about the sound healing, that that sound can work both ways. It can either heal us and raise our vibration, or it can lower our vibration and make us agitated. I was reminded of the experiment that the scientists did where they were playing different types of music and were noticing the effect that it had on uh, the water
Hmm.
and the type of patterns and shapes uh, that resulted from the different type of music. And even they froze the water into the different shapes. And when they were playing, for instance, classical music or spiritually uplifting music, they created these beautiful patterns. Whereas conversely, when they played something like heavy metal, uh, they were very disturbing type of patterns. And so I think that illustrates the type of effect that music can have on us. And we can notice even how our mood can change or other people's mood changes based upon the nature of the music that people are listening to. I've often noticed when people are listening to hardcore gangster rap, you can tell that they're listening to it by the look on their face. Right? They look,
Yeah, yes, there's like sound. They look like mad, like
yeah,
with anger. Yeah. So yeah, so the sounds has a, the music has a collective of sounds, right? And sounds have vibrations, and that affect us on, many different ways. Neuro um, Neurology, um, in physical biochemical levels. It can, like you say, it can change the form of the crystal in the water.
hmm,
Depends on the vibration of the music. So, and so that's why it's so powerful. Yeah, combining the sound and the music with the plants and the herbs, and the chanting that the shamans do, to heal, to heal in many different ways, because it is really powerful.
yeah, indeed. I think it's something that's universal, with all the indigenous cultures who have recognized the healing nature and the 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 potential of, not just potential, but the power, rather. Power is a better word. The power of certain uh, of certain vibrations from music and from the way certain words are pronounced. In most indigenous cultures, there are sacred words and mantras that are repeated in ceremonies, and you can feel the power of those vibrations when they're chanted with power, with the strength of emotion. And so those are some of the things that you were saying that the shamans would be doing at the retreat.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. They have a special, with special wording. Yeah, special wording and special songs for each of the rituals. So, for example, on one of the ceremonies, they have four different chantings that they do because it trigger different things in your mind and in your body with the plants and with just the ceremony itself. And so different ceremonies have different music, different sound, and different chanting because it it activates different parts of your brain and in different parts of your body,
Mhm.
and gives different results.
Right. So to activate different energy centers that exist in the body.
Correct.
Some of those are referred to chakra as chakras in the Indian culture.
Yes. Yeah. So we have seven different points, right? We have one in the spine, one on your lower pelvic, one in your stomach, one in your chest, one in your throat, um, and one in let's see, one on your forehead and one on the top of your head.
The crown.
So it activates, all of those chakras in many different ways. Yes.
Okay, so we go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was gonna say I was gonna if we go down, if you go scroll down a little bit, and then we can start talking about, now we're talking about sound healing, and we can start talking about hickory, and that's one of the most powerful ceremonies that we're gonna perform, and we have a series of ceremonies, and it's preparing us and on the retreat for the last ceremony, which is going to be the hickory ceremony. Um, so if we just want, we can start talking about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and just give us an overview of the hickory ceremony.
Okay. Yeah. So the hickory, that's one of the names, and the other name is peyote, right? So it's a plant. It's a plant that is native to different regions of Mexico. One is in the south, and one is in the north. And the shamans, they go into the journey of finding this plant which represent the blue deer. So with this plant, it has different, has multiple ways that you can consume the plant. You can drink it, you can have it in powder, in other different ways. And um, they go into the journey to go and find the plant. They, you know, they prepare themselves. That's how earlier I was saying they prepare throughout the year to go look for the plant. But this is the plant they're gonna go and find, and which represent the blue deer. So when they get this plant, they have to go and do a ceremony. When they find it, and they have to perform different rituals. Um, so what it represents is when you consume the plant, you are drinking the blood of the blue deer, which is sacred, and that's how you get your healing, um, from the plant and from the chanting and the sound healing. So they go through this journey, and finding this plan, um, and get it ready for the retreat. And it has, it has different effects on people. Then, so we get ready for this ceremony. Each day, we do a different ceremony. We do a cacao ceremony one day, and the other day we do sound healing. We do temazcal, which we're gonna talk about those in a minute. um, and we get our body, soul, and mind ready for for the hickory. um, it has to be performed, like somebody with experience, because it can take you to, it will take you to a journey in where you become one, um, and with the earth and the elements, um, and you can feel all the, vibrations. You can feel the the wind. I mean, the experience is like, once in a lifetime experience. And so with the ceremony and the different chantings and the sound, um, that's how they heal. That's how it purifies your soul. And with past traumas, things that you have in your mind that happened when you were a child, it can help you with a lot of that, and it helps with a lot of the trauma, that people have experienced when they get abused, right? With
Hmm.
any kind of abuse. It could be physical, mental abuse, um, depression, anxiety, all these different feelings that they go into, they're controlled by your nerves and by your body and by your mind. And they take you to this journey, and how to, how to heal yourself.
There are two things that you mentioned, which I think are important for our listeners and those who are watching. Uh, One is the importance of the fact that the shamans have been taught these rituals and ceremonies and taught extensively about the correct practices and uses of the herbs and the sounds and so forth. Uh, and the reason I bring that up is because there are people who will try to conduct these ceremonies who aren't well steeped in the culture and have not been initiated into the practices, and they've done some of these rituals basically out of the interest in commercializing and making money from it. And as a result, some people um, have gotten sick. Some people have had bad experiences. There was a tragedy not too long ago where someone like that had conducted a sweat lodge type ceremony and had way too many people there, and and a lot of people ended up uh, experiencing heat exhaustion, and some even passed away from that. And so, I think it's important to really underscore that the people who are conducting the ceremonies are going to be very well steeped in the culture and will be taking the appropriate precautions to make sure that it's safe. And that's why um, it's going to be a very incident is going to be limited to a certain amount of people to make sure that that's uh,
Yes.
everything is safe.
Yes. Yeah. So this ceremony, yeah, this retreat, is, the settings, it has to be the right settings, right? And it has to be done with by the right people. The shamans, they're experts, the experts. And we have, we have people that have been doing this for many years. In each of the ceremonies, a shaman is gonna be doing the ceremony. So we have different shamans that are gonna be doing the different ceremonies. So it's not gonna be like regular people. No, it's gonna be professionals. There's gonna be people with experience. They know what they're doing. These shaman, they go all over the world. They go to Europe. They go to many places to perform these ceremonies because they know what they're doing, right? And you want that. You don't want to be scammed, and you don't want to not get results, and not get the experience that you were hoping to get. And so, and along with the people that are doing it, the settings has to be the right setting. Where are we gonna have this retreat is in Tulum, Mexico,
Mm.
which is a sacred, area, because you have the ruins. You have three different pyramids, two different ruins. As we know, the ancestors, they built these pyramids where there is a lot of energy, right? And then you have three major different, pyramids in that area, and so there's a lot of energy. And the place that we were doing this retreat is in an island in Tulum, where is a sanctuary. So there's no buildings, there's no commercialized area, right? So there's no stores. It's just like it's an island, only with one property where we're gonna have the retreat. Um, and that's the only property you're gonna see in the whole island. So that's why the energy in this is is high energy. And so because if yes, you can do it in different settings and different places. It's not, it might not have the same effect, um, but also it enhances the experience, where you have the retreat. So all of those things that we have, everything's is professional. We have people with experience, and we're gonna have also medics there. If people have and anything that might happen, um, and also it's a intimate, it's a VIP, it's a private experience. It's not We're not gonna have hundreds of people. You know, we want to make this experience as special as every person is. So we only have about 40 to 50 people attending this uh, retreat. Only 50 people are gonna, we only are letting only 50 people attend this retreat. It's not gonna be 100, 200, 300 people, because it's a different experience.
Mhm.
As a lot of people have been in different events where you have a lot of people, over 100 people, and it's different, right? So the energy, the personal treatment, everything is different. When you have a small setting, you experience it in a different way.
Absolutely. And I think it's really one of the things that stands out to me, as you pointed out, is the significance of the location. As you pointed out, the our ancient ancestors built sacred sites, built pyramids on these areas on the earth that were energy centers, just like we talked about the energy centers that exist within our bodies. There are also energy centers that correlate to those energy centers on the body on the earth. And so when they built the pyramids and the sacred sites, they built them on these energy centers. So the fact that we're having a ritual on one of these sacred sites really sets this apart. And it's on top of that, I've been to Tulum, and in that particular area, there are another, a number of other sacred sites. There's Chichen Itza is close to
Hmm.
Tulum, as is Koba. So if you're also into the architecture of the ancient times, you'll also have the opportunity to be able to take in some of those sacred sites. The other thing I wanted to bring out was that we were talking about the significance of the ability of the rituals to be able to clear out emotional uh, traumas, and I think that in the times that we're living in right now, that's really important. We see a number of people, going through different emotional traumas, and we can't watch television right now without seeing all these
Hmm.
different drugs that every time they announce the drug, they announce about 50 side effects, that they have.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what's worse, the side effect of the actual drug that you're taking, like, is it worth it?
Right, exactly. So the side effects are actually worse than whatever the drug was intended to treat.
Yeah.
So is really, I think, a lot of people are looking for something that's not toxic, that's not harmful, a natural way of healing, and so this retreat, with the shamans, are providing a more holistic way to experience both the physical and emotional healing, which is where everything starts.
Yes. Yeah, and and that's why with with these many ceremonies that we're doing, normally, in many different settings, they don't do this many ceremonies, you know. Um, but we wanted to put this together to help and have a better experience as a whole, because then after you attend, let's say, a hickory ceremony, they do it for 2 3 days. um, you want to go and try other different ceremonies, so you're kind of missing the whole healing, right? By us doing all of these ceremonies together, you pretty much getting, it's like the whole recipe, right? So you're getting the whole earth and the whole, all the gods, giving you their knowledge and their power, and connecting with all the elements, because of the different ceremonies. So one of the other ones that we're gonna have is the temazcal. You know, temazcal is, and if you can go scroll down, there's a picture of the dome where you go in, and they burn this plant, and they do the chanting, they do, the ritual. You sit in a circle, and this represents the womb of the Mother Earth, right? So, and it heals your body, it heals your spirit, and emotions, and it liberates yourself, um, from not not needing to be reborn. By doing this ceremony, you are reborn in a lighter version, in a more healthier version, more connected with the earth. Um, and this is another ceremony that you know they all kind of connect, in different levels, and different, like, different parts of your body, different parts of your brain. And so this is the other ceremony that we're gonna do in one of the many different days. And then, well, we talked about the sound healing, um, and the cacao ceremony. That's another ceremony that we're gonna have. The cacao represents, a gift from the gods. Giving gratitude, nurturing the spiritual properties, and along with the correct chantings, the correct, sounds, and with the correct, shaman doing this ceremony with the sound healing, it helps, it helps nurture and purify, your body and cleanse your soul. Um, and everybody sits in a circle. It's kind of like you doing yoga,
Mhm.
on the floor. Everybody doing, everybody on the floor, and they start drinking the cacao, and then they start, doing the chanting and doing the sound. So it's really powerful. It relaxes you. It's just completely different. That's something that, that's why we're doing this, because people are, you know they need this, experience, like you said. Nowadays, we have so many, stress. We have, nowadays everybody has anxiety. Everybody has depression. And so we need to, go back in time and just, you know um combine and be part of, of the elements, so they can just heal and pure our body and soul, to be more relaxed and feel at peace, and get rid of those past, bad experiences and traumas that we had in the past. And like you said, the medicine, right? We don't want to, with this, you don't have side effects. The side effects is you're gonna be feeling better. You're
Mhm.
gonna be feeling pure. You're gonna be feeling connected with the earth. Those are the side effects.
Yeah, those are the type of side effects that we
Yeah.
want.
Yes. Correct.
Absolutely. At the retreat, we talked a little bit about the benefit of nutrition, and there's going to be food prepared. Can you talk about the food that'll be available at
Yes.
the retreat?
So, throughout the 5 days, right? So this is like I said before. This is a BIP, retreat. You're gonna be taken care of from the minute that we know that we pick you up from the airport. It's gonna be private transportation from the airport to the retreat, the place that we're gonna have it. Um, as there, we're gonna have chefs. They are gonna prepare the food every day, and it's gonna be a special food, because we need to get ready. We need to get our body ready for the ceremonies. So there's gonna be healthy food, fruits, different plants, vegetables. And so if people have, any allergies, you know when when they sign up for the retreat, they're gonna get the menu, right? They're gonna get the menu the chef we're gonna have, and they will let us know if they have any food allergies, or any, somebody's vegan, and then we'll have the chefs prepare the meals for each person that they have those requests. So yeah, every day we're gonna have a special food prepared. And then the last day, after the main ceremony, we're gonna do, a feast, like laughter, steak, and that's the last day we, kind of celebrating being reborn. So that's gonna be, everything you can think of, but before that, it's gonna be, healthy, healthy food.
Yeah, and I want to circle back a little bit to where we were talking about uh, the the nature of the herbs that are going to be used for healing. And when we did our show last Tuesday night on Inner Light Radio, you had mentioned that. Dr. Sabi, who many of our listeners would be very uh, aware of, you mentioned that he had studied with the shamans and learned some of the things that he learned in terms of the healing vibration of different herbs, uh, and brought those forward into the products that he produced. Could you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said last time, is a lot of people like him. He study, and learn, some of those ceremonies and the healing, the healing of each of the plants. And like I say, it's getting more and more and more popular that, now you can, people can, get these plants, get the peyote and get these other plants, um, and get shipped all over the world, right? Because they want to have that experience. People are learning, from the shamans, and they're doing their own ceremonies, like here in the U.S., right, and in Europe, and there's people they've been studying, they've been practicing, and they've been learning from the experts on how these rituals work. What kind of, all the details, what kind of medicine, not medicine, but plants, and herbs and music, sound, how all these things work. Um, and it's getting more and more popular. Like in the US, there's places where they do, different ceremonies, and there's people they've been, doing this for a while, and they learn from the shamans. So yes, it's getting more popular, and people want to experience it more. Like, just this past weekend, there's a place in Idaho where, I went, and they have a lava spring. It's called hot lava springs, and the minerals. There's a lot of high minerals, so your body feels. It cures a lot of the the things in your body, the unhealthy things. And so somebody was talking about that they did one of the ceremonies, and I was like, okay, I didn't, so people are noticing more, getting more involved. They want to experience, these ceremonies, because they hear all the things that can help in their body and their soul, and it can relieve, many different illnesses, many different, thoughts and traumas, and they feel better. And you talk to them, and they say, well, that was a once in a lifetime experience.
Awesome. So we talked about the beautiful location on Tulum. Uh, do you want to talk about what the island looks like, and I think we
Yeah,
have some video
yeah,
that
yeah. If you can play that video, and then I can talk about it while we watch the video of the location.
okay.
So the location is in Tulum. It's outside Tulum, and we picked this location because of the energy. This island is a sanctuary. That's why there's no developing. That's why there's no roads, no stores, no buildings, no anything, because of the energy that is in that area. And I mean, once you play the video, it's just, along with the experience, and I'm gonna talk about a little bit more about kind of what we're doing extra besides the ceremonies. On the first day, when we pick you up from the airport, we're gonna have dinner. We're gonna explore the area, and um, we're gonna take we're gonna take the people to Tulum, and to the ruins, to the pyramids. and they're gonna be able to, on their downtime, they're gonna be able to go and snorkel. They're gonna go and kayak, at these beautiful, you know, uh, different colors of water, turquoise colors. So each day they're gonna be some downtime where we're gonna be able to do some massage, go and explore and go and just having the ceremony in this location. As soon as you look at the view, you can feel the energy. You can feel the peace, right? And it's just beautiful. It's one of the best places I've been to, and just with the energy, um, and the many different, um, the settings, right? The location that you see, that the location where it is just it's just gorgeous.
It is. It is. And that's a beautiful place, and you could just see the peaceful nature of that island.
Yeah, so the property, the house, it has many different bedrooms, and it has a pool, and you can go kayaking, you can go snorkel. There's fresh, cold coconut. When as soon as you step out of the van, when we pick you up from the airport, we're gonna be receiving you with the fresh coconut water, and it just all the details that we put into this retreat. It's really special, because we want people to have a once in a lifetime experience, with all the details, all the personal, all the ceremonies, massages, all the meditation that we're gonna be doing. So it's a once in a lifetime experience.
Absolutely, that's the perfect place to go and meditate and relax and unwind and unplug from the cell phones
Yeah,
and all the
yeah. That's where you want to go, and then just, yeah, be a nomad, right? No cell phone, no nothing. Just disconnect from the crazy world, and just connect with the earth, connect with the water, with energy, with every element.
absolutely. So I remember listening to a spiritual talk, and while when we meditate, part of our objective is to be able to be at peace wherever we are. Um, it's also beneficial to be in a peaceful place, rather
Yeah,
than having uh, a lot of noise, to deal with while you're going through your meditation. So, yeah, this is just a beautiful location.
yeah. Everything, it enhances the experience when you're at the correct location. When people, it's different when you work at a home than you work at a gym, right? It's different. It's different experience. It's just the same here. When you go and do yoga, you want to be at a peaceful place. And then when you go into a vacation, you want to be relaxing. And so for the retreat, you want to be at a place with a lot of energy and peaceful, and you open your eyes, you're in paradise, right?
Absolutely.
So yes, so a lot of the different things that, like I mentioned, that we're gonna do. We're gonna go do a tour of the Tulum ruins, the cenotes. Um, we're gonna do a fire, a bonfire at night, to on a downtime, and just connect with people. and just have a peaceful and wonderful experience connecting with others, and you know the experience of you know talking about the ceremony with others. Okay, how do you experience how do you feel? And so those memories, and hearing from other people. Yeah, this is one of the famous cenotes. And so the sound,
It's got-
the sound is, it's one of the chantings that they're doing. Is, it's talking about the different sound, different colors. So like you can see, it's like, out of a movie, right? It's just like out of a movie. They use the scenery, um, and the experience, with Earth, connecting with Earth.
Muchos colores de mil estambres
These are the shamans that are gonna be
está
performing the
hecho el
ceremonies.
tejido de un mismo creador.
So yeah, it's
Dulce la vida
that's one of the ceremonies for the sound
la
healing, with the
sabiduría
cacao ceremony.
que nos como
So you
hermanos.
can see it's like, like you're meditating,
Unidos de
and you're just
amor,
connecting. You're feeling the vibration. You're feeling the music.
Bellana,
People are
bella,
drinking the cacao, and
no,
it's just
bellana,
it's just a wonderful
yo,
experience, connecting with others, and just
bellana, ella,
you feel liberated.
no, bellana, yo,
it looks awesome.
Yeah, and we have, a lot of fires, because
ella,
fires represent one of the elements and
Hmm.
one of the gods, and that's the blue deer, the god. And so yeah, it's a wonderful, um wonderful thing that we have for people to enjoy, and
de mil estambres
experience.
Okay.
está
So
hecho el
tell us
tejido
how someone who's interested
de
and
un
would like to attend the
mismo
retreat, uh, what would they
creador.
what would they need to do in order to do
Flor
so?
de la
Yes.
vida,
So they can call us, this number, 385
que nos
853 8137, and also they can email us, Tulum Wellness Retreat at gmail.com. And I believe you have the link for the website, where they can go in, and and book the retreat. If they have any other questions, yeah, they can call us, 385 853 8137. And if you go to the bottom of the website, it has the email, so which is Tulum Wellness Retreat at gmail.com. That's how they can contact us, and with the link of the website, um, they can just go and book the retreat. Yeah, yeah. If you click join now, it was gonna take you to the checkout page, where it's gonna give you more information, and that's where you can book your trip.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and I'll put the link to the website on my Facebook page. So for those who are interested, you can just go and click on the website link there. We're also going to have it on the Inner Light Radio website. That's www.innerlightradio.com. So it'll be an easy place for you to be able to go and find the information about the retreat and be able to sign up. Uh,
Yeah, And the retreat, the retreat is, is 5 days, so it's July 18 through the 22nd, and you can see on the website, kind of the details on each day, what's gonna happen, and what's included in the retreat. So there's a lot of this is the all the details and all the things that we're doing and we're offering to people. It's it's a really good experience.
Okay, so we see. You want to just go over briefly over the
Yes,
day what
yeah.
happened?
So yes, on July 18, when the people arrives, and there's gonna be two different times. So when they book, um, we're gonna send them an email with the different times that we're gonna pick up from the airport, and we're gonna have dinner, we're gonna have music, we're gonna have fire, and just kind of bond on the first day. And on you can see on the 19th, we're gonna have meditation, exercise, and breathing and healing. Breakfast, we're gonna do the temazcal cleansing with feathers and copal, and food, fruits and tea after the temazcal. And for lunch, we're gonna have the cacao ceremony with live music and dancers. And then dinner will be light to get ready for the next day ceremony. On the third day, on the 20th, we have meditation. We're gonna be preparing the hikari ceremony for the meditation in the morning, and then for breakfast, we're gonna have free time to rest. And after that, we're gonna have a guided tour to the Tulum ruins, in the cenotes, and and then we're gonna do the ceremony. Right, we're gonna have all the details and how to get ready, how to prepare for the ceremony, and then personal preparation, and how the medicine works, and all the details on kind of get everybody what they need to do for the ceremony. And on the 21st, um, the closing ceremony, again, breakfast and rest. We had downtime, for people to do things, like go snorkel, go walk on the beach, get a massage, um, and and then we're gonna have a big feast, a big ceremony, you know thanking the gods for the experience and for all the He's given us on the earth. And have steak, lobster, seafood, etc. It's just gonna be an amazing dinner. And on the 22nd, people are returning home, and we'll have breakfast, and then we'll take people back to the airport.
Perfect. And could you let us know how much the retreat is, and you said it's all inclusive, correct?
Yes, it's all inclusive. So all the ceremonies, transportation, food, massages, tours, accommodation. Yeah, you're gonna get a welcome kit, breakfast, lunch, dinner, food, beverages, and guided meditation sessions, and also we're gonna go to the Tulum ruins, as well, and everything is included. Um, for the price is 4,500 for everything. It's a VIP experience. Um, you know, the only thing is not included is the flight, right? But I mean, for 5 days with all of these things that we have is it's pretty amazing value. It's um, you know w- this for this you could be charging thousands and thousands of dollars for it because of how many rituals, how many ceremonies, and over everything that is included, and then just the location alone. We could charge a lot more money, but we don't want to do that. We want to just have people have a once in a lifetime experience, and and people coming back, right?
Mhm.
And telling their friends, their family about the experiences they had, and then just uh, you know making that it's a tradition.
Absolutely. And we talked a little bit about the potential for some payment plans that people could just pay some up until the time of the retreat. We we be able to
Yes,
like that.
yeah. So if you need to have some kind of a payment plan, then let us know. Email us, or give us a call, and then we can try to work with each person if they need to have some kind of a payment plan.
Fantastic. Is there anything that we didn't cover?
Um, no, I believe we got everything. And just come in and have an experience. Have a you know something that is going to change your life, is going to change how you feel, how you see things, and it's going to you know affect every part of you, and others are going to see it, are going to see the change, how you act, how better you're connected with everybody, and you're gonna start telling people about it. So sign up, and we can't wait to have you in the retreat, and have a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm so happy that you were able to work with the shamans and Brother Silvino to arrange this, because this is something that people are looking for. We live in a time where people are looking to be able to know themselves better, to get in touch with their true self, to ascend spiritually, and begin to engage in practices that will help to raise their vibrations and to help facilitate their spiritual ascension. And I think this is part of the process in bringing that type of awakening to humanity. So I think this is an important work that's being done in that regard. So I strongly endorse this retreat and would encourage anyone who uh, is able to attend to do so. Uh, and these are going to be things that we're going to be doing more in the future.
Yes.
And I thought this was good to bring Juan, and there's no chance, coincidence, or accident, as George Clinton says in the song, "Good thoughts, bad thoughts." And so you run across people. There's no accident, for because it's supposed to happen. And
Yeah.
so we were, brought together, and not knowing, that we were going to ever end up doing something like this, but we ended up being on the same path in that regard. So that's
Yeah.
just how spirit works. Uh,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Just the destiny, just puts people in front of you for a reason, right? And then takes people away for a reason.
that's right.
So it takes away a bad person, and it puts in another good person. So
That's right.
um for a reason, yeah, things things happen for a reason, and I'm glad that we cross paths, and then we're connected, in many different ways, and then we want to bring this to many other people as possible to have the same experience, and just be better, just be a better person, um, and help others, and feel better about yourself. And so once you feel better about yourself, you take care of yourself, you take care of your soul, mind, and body, you can take care of other people. Now if you don't take care of yourself and you're not happy, how are you going to help others? you know
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It's just like they say when we're taking a flight. If something happens to when the oxygen mask drop down, put yours on first.
hmm
Right? So
that's a good example. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you got to make yourself happy first, and feel better, so you can help others do the same.
absolutely. Because you can't take someone somewhere that you haven't been first yourself. So if we want to be able to bring healing in to others, and bring peace, uh, and then impart spiritual knowledge to people, we have to be the ones who experience it
Yeah.
first, in order to be able to share it with others. So thank you for for joining us, and for putting this together, because I think this is going to really have a powerful impact on everyone who's able to participate. So thank you again for joining us here on the live broadcast of Journey into Self, and thank you for putting together this powerful retreat.
Yeah, but thank you for having me, and giving me the opportunity to share this with everybody. Yeah, and then I encourage you to sign up, and come, and have the experience. Because it's one of a kind.
Okay, so you see there again the website here. It's long, so I won't try to try to read it. But I'm going to also put this on my Facebook page, which will also feed into my Instagram page, so you can get the information from there. And we'll record this, and this will be on YouTube, so you can visit my YouTube channel to get the information as well. And uh, we'll let Juan also go ahead and to repeat the,
The
the
phone
phone number.
number and email. Yeah.
Call it. Yeah.
Yeah, give us a call, 385-853-8137. And the email is tulumwellnessretreat@gmail.com. And yes, just don't don't hesitate. Just take action, and and take the next step to feel better, and heal, and have a different experience, in one of a kind.
All right. Well, thank you,
Okay.
Juan, again, and thank you everyone for listening in, and watching. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the retreat. And if you again want to review the broadcast, if you missed any of it, it will be available on my YouTube channel. All right. So thanks, John or Juan, again for joining us, and thank you all for listening. And we'll see you next time.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.